we got Sam Pop. That's what I call you. I know that's your nickname. And Sam is amazing. Sam works with TrackDrive and handles their sales. She is just a delight to work with. And if you're not using TrackDrive, you should. I'm going to let Sam tell you more about what TrackDrive does. I'm going to turn it over to you, Sam.
Perfect. Yeah, so hi everyone. My name's Sam. I direct sales, marketing, kind of do a little bit of everything, wear many hats. Really, my job is to just make sure that Rich, our CEO, gets taken care of. Any he doesn't have the time to handle, I handle. So another big thing I do is like affiliate partnerships. So a big job that just kind of like randomly fell into my hands was to make sure that our clients get taken care of. So connecting buyers, sellers, and just making sure that people that are using TrackDrive, they have a full funnel going on, and they're doing high volume, making lots of money. That's our goal. But a little bit about TrackDrive. So we are an inbound call tracking platform, first and foremost, but I will say we do a lot over at TrackDrive, which is why we won Most Innovative with Darren's AFFY Awards, just because Rich likes to just roll with everything, anything that we can do to help clients and keep building things, we are on it. But inbound call tracking, that's our bread and butter. We also have our lead to call automation. So that's pretty much just uploading. If you have leads or age data, you can upload that into TrackDrive, and then we set up a schedule and it nurtures leads via SMS, email, outbound calls, which can either be with a live agent, which you can have on TrackDrive, or it can be like some form of AI. And then we also have our full outbound side, and we have a full dialer, an agent CRM, and we also now have our spam tag mitigation, which we are calling verified caller ID. And what that does is, and you don't have to be on TrackDrive to utilize this, anyone can use it. And it pretty much just removes the spam tags off of phone calls. And as long as you're not like actually like crazy spam calling and doing things you're probably not supposed to be doing, we can guarantee that there will be no spam tag as long as you are a legit business. And we're not just monitoring and rotating numbers like all the other companies. And that's what makes it so special, is that we actually are removing the spam tag. Like you will see a noticeable difference. Like people get on it. They're like, sure, I'll test it out. And they're like, whoa, my conversions have gone up like 90%. It's crazy. So we're doing that, but ultimately inbound call tracking, that's our bread and butter. That's what we're known for. We have clients like State Farm, we have Arcadia on there, we have Suda Connector, we have huge clients. So do really well on that side of things, but outbounds, automation, we kind of do it all. So I will say too, one last thing with our outbound dialer, we're optimal for live transfers. I always like to say this, because how it works is we pretty much filter everything to do with the buyers that you're sending the call to. And then when the agents go through and qualify, it matches with the filters that we have. Carly, I could see you're thinking so hard on that. We match with the filters that we put in on the buyers. So as they go through and qualify, it starts dropping off buyers like as they qualify. So ultimately it's taking the agent thinking out of it. And then as soon as all the qualifications are in, TrackDrive decides the optimal buyer to go to. And then what we can do too is if people don't want to use our dialer, maybe they want to use another dialer out there, then we can actually essentially integrate with that dialer. We put a button in their dialer instead, again, of the agent deciding where the call goes. They press the button, it routes through TrackDrive, and we decide where the call goes based on filters that we set up. So don't want to dive too deep because, I mean, if you've been on TrackDrive, you know that we are very techy. We have a lot to offer. So I could go on and on, but I would say those are the main things: is inbound call tracking first and foremost, because just really quick, I want to say this too. If you guys don't know, like Rich's background, who's our CEO, he started as an email marketer, did lead generation as well. But as an email marketer, that's how he invented call tracking, because one of his email marketing clients, they asked if they could track phone calls pretty much. There was nothing at that point. And so Rich ended up creating call tracking with a co-founder of his. And then the rest is history from there. They started Call Pixels, which was like the OG call tracking platform. And then it all like expanded into everything else that you see. And now there's this big market of call tracking. But I always like to say like Rich is the OG of call tracking, literally. Like he is one of the inventors of it. So he's definitely the man to work with. But yeah, and another big thing, and we just recently started implementing this, is connecting, like I said, buyers and sellers. And that just seems to be so, like, I just love doing it because I can just see people's face light up. They're like, yeah, I'll use TrackDrive. And then they're like, wait, but you can actually build my funnel and network and help me grow. Like, and I just see people light up and it just makes me happy. So
And
anyway,
I
I'll stop
see,
talking. That's a lot. That's a lot. And I know it's probably a little boring, but
not at
that's
all, not at
dive in
all.
our side of things.
Well, the one thing that I definitely noticed was, well, actually two things that I noticed. The thing about not being a spam call is huge, you know, for tracking for your platform. The second thing that's huge is the bling you have in the background with that AFFY Award. Look at that.
Oh, it's beautiful, right?
I know, right?
Show that
That's
off.
the new trade show bling right there. You don't need a Rolex. You don't need like a nice car. You just need one of those.